Spirit that resides in Billy Graham is the same Holy Spirit that's in me. And if the Holy Spirit can have Billy Graham do that, why can't I? Why can't you? Why can't you? And that's the amazing thing about this gift that we're given. The gift is the same. Think about it. We have God inside of us. How often do we use this gift? So we need to follow the instructions. In our Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. So we're to be his witness. So if we can right now, I want to add a little application to this text. If you can you go to the next slide, please? We're going to be looking at our Jerusalem. Now, Christ tells his followers here, you're to be my witness in Jerusalem. Does that mean we're supposed to all get up on a plane, fly over to Jerusalem, and stand on the corner by the Wailing Wall and be his witness? Well, we could. Doesn't hurt. Christ is not telling us. He was giving this as a specific directive to his followers. But yet, just like Daniel, when Daniel's prophesying in the future, there's immediate prophecy and there's a future one. Christ is talking here to his apostles. But if we are to die and be one with Christ, and we are to continue carrying the church, the apostles established with the Holy Spirit at Pentecost, we are told to go to our Jerusalem. So, what is our Jerusalem? Mark? Right here in West Newton. Mine would be Canonsburg. Maybe Knoll. Perryopolis. Your Jerusalem. So what are you doing right now to be Christ's witness? Using that gift. You've got that present. You deserve that. Well, I shouldn't say none of us have ever really deserved that present. Let me go back on that. But you've been given this amazing present. You were bad all year. You should have gotten a stocking full of coal. And you got the most amazing present ever. You opened it up. You know what you're supposed to do. How are you doing in your West End, in your Jerusalem? I got to say that I'm very impressed with this church. And I'm very impressed with you guys when it comes to the Jerusalem. People in West Newton know what's going on up here. Because you were down there. You were outside of this church and you were taking it to the streets. Taking it to West Brownsville or wherever we're at. And so we are doing a great job. But how about as individuals? Is there something else we can do? Is there a next door neighbor in West Newton? Frank Theo at Star Junction, do you have someone living next door that is going to hell and has no idea? Debbie, is there someone in Baldwin across the street? Maybe someone at your church? A loved one? Family member that is too busy for God? Have you really been that witness to them that Christ has called us to be? We've been given this gift. Are we using it like we're supposed to? So maybe right across the street, a loved one, a coworker, someone, like I said, sitting in these pews right now. Are you being a witness to them? Maybe they're believers, but they're struggling. They're being weak. Are you being a witness to Christ and standing up for them and being encouragement to them? So he tells us in our Jerusalem. He also tells us we need to go to Judea. You can go back to the slide. Here we have Judea. If you look up here, Judea is the larger region which Jerusalem fell into. So, if we equated that to our era and living in the United States and living here, our Jerusalem would be West Newton. Our Judea would be Pittsburgh, our larger region. What are we doing to be witnesses to Christ down the street a little bit more? Sometimes it's easier going to West Newton because this church is in West Newton. You're supposed to be one of the shepherds for this town. But how about in Pittsburgh? Or Fayette County, Washington County? What are you doing as an individual to be a witness for Jesus Christ in the Pittsburgh area? Dad, I know you've walked with the homeless in Pittsburgh before. You've gotten outside of your comfort zone. But Dee and Barb, you guys have gone with me several times to different places to just help people. Debbie as well. Everyone. We have done certain things. But is there more we can do in our Judea? Is there more that we can do to those that are around here to have an impact for Christ, to be his witness in this region? Go ahead. He also tells us our Samaria. Samaria is just the northern region. Now, you probably think, all right, that's probably central Pennsylvania, Maryland, eastern Ohio. No, Jesus isn't talking about that here. To show you a little context of what's going on, the Samaritans and the Jews did not get along. And I'm saying that and watering it down big time. They despised each other. The Jews would literally spend an extra day to walk around Samaritan towns instead of walking through the towns. They hated each other. Jews considered Samaritans as like half-breeds that diluted their faith and started worshiping pagan idols and marrying into other customs and not being true Jews. They despised each other. Actually, if you look at Jesus and the woman at the well, she tells him, "What are you doing talking to me? I'm a Samaritan." And so there's a deep hatred for each other. So what Jesus is telling his disciples here, and what he's telling us, is not the next region up, but he's telling us our Samaria. Called people to live on the other side of the tracks. Yeah, the guy has the tattoo of "Get Her Done" on his forehead. These are mug shots. The other one says "Psycho." But you know what? Jesus Christ loves them as well. And he's telling us, hey, it's easy being a witness to your next door neighbors. It's easy being a witness to your husband and wife at times. But how about talking to these type of people? How about the homosexuals you don't want anything to do with? You need to be a witness to them. You need to be a witness to the people on the other side of the tracks, the people out of your comfort zone. And I've seen examples of each and every one of you here where you've gotten out of your comfort zone. You've gotten out of your comfort zone. You say, you know what? Everyone is the same. Jesus Christ and God created all of them. And I'm going to be a witness to them. Sometimes this is where we find our greatest reward. Because we realize, you know what? In my own flesh, I can't go talk to this guy that says "Get her done." I'm afraid he's going to kill me. He's going to kill my kids. He's going to rob me. I don't want to talk to him. But usually when you take the time on those ones, you realize, hey, it wasn't me. That was the Holy Spirit that took over there. Holy Spirit that emboldened me and encouraged me to reach out to them. So I encourage you, use this gift that you've been given to also go to your Samaria. And the final place. Sorry, here's another picture. A white supremacist. Could you imagine going in the middle of this rally, being a witness to Jesus Christ there? I would probably suggest wait till the rally's over. Don't do the Blues Brothers and drive your cars through the middle. You may want to, because it might be a volatile situation. But Jesus Christ calls us to go be a witness to that guy as well. Okay? And he also tells us to the ends of the earth. And I think that's pretty specific. Not just here, not just in our region, to everybody. And I have to say, right now we're in a Christian Missionary Alliance church. What's your middle name here, Dad? Missions. I think you guys have done a great job. You just got back from the Dominican Republic. Your team is growing every time. Ecuador, Dominican Republic, Chile, other places. You guys have taken the gospel to the other ends of the world. My brother-in-law has gone several times to several different countries to go to the other ends of the world. We've been called to do that. Maybe we physically can't go or financially can't go. But we can help. Maybe there's a team. First off, we can get to our knees and we can pray. We can lift these missions up. One of the classes I'm taking in seminary right now is all about world missions. And if you can pray for me, I have a huge project coming up on reaching Iraqi Arabs, where most missionaries right now are being killed and persecuted. I've got to come up with a project and try to find out success for them. But we can get on our knees and we can pray. Financially, we can open up our pocketbooks. When it's missions week and it's a Tuesday night and you're sick and tired of coming to church, realize what they're doing for him. They're being his witness to the ends of the earth. You can come in here and show your support. And maybe there's going to be a bunch of pictures on slideshows you're going to have to sit through. But you just sitting there shows them that their work is important and you're encouraging them. Or you can go on a mission trip. Take the gospel to the world, to the lost. You can be his witness there. No, we have been given an amazing gift. We've been given our instructions. That present is sitting under the tree. For all of us, I hope we've opened that present. We've looked at it, and we've taken advantage of it at times. And we're going to get into that in just a little bit. But what I would like for you to do right now, it's a little unorthodox. If you could, in that handout that I gave you, see at the very bottom, it has a list of your Jerusalem, your Judea, your Samaria, the ends of the earth. I want us to take just about 2 minutes right now. I'm going to pray over you guys. And I want you to maybe pray as well. And pray that for the next week in particular, that God will speak to you. And you will be able to put at least one person's name or one event that you can participate in, that you can stand as his witness. You can take that gift, that amazing present that keeps on giving, and you can use that to be his witness